All right, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 with just myself, Spidercides, and my co host, Liger. And we've adjusted the template, like I said in the beginning. I made it a little bit bigger to fill in the some of the space. So I think it looks a lot better than before for anyone watching live. For all the listeners, I've adjusted the sound quality, so you should be able to hear, um, Liger and myself. But first and foremost, let's just see how everyone's doing. Liger, how's your week, buddy?
It's good. Had a lot going on at work, so it was busy. We have a lot of basically all our physical shows that we go to in different convention centers across the country, 7 times a year. They've all gone virtual this year, so um, we've been adjusting to that, and just everything's been digital. So it's either been like a web page that they set up for your vendors, or they set up like an actual, like if you were at a convention and you see a 10 by 10 booth, it's like a picturesque picture of that. So all our big customers, we had all our shows these past few weeks, and my main customer that I have a part of a buying group is next week. So I've just been preparing for that and going over final touches, and but besides that, just continuing trying to get back in my everyday of counting macros, and because it feels, I mean, I was so hesitant of like eating super clean of like macro
Hmm.
style, but like it's so easy actually, and I feel so much better when I'm doing it. So I'm like, oh, I ate my allotted calories today, hit my fat, my protein and carbs.
Hmm.
It's I was sleeping better, and so just been getting back into that. So
Hey, that's
but
good, man. That's what you want to do. I think for myself, I've been cooking way more this year than I ever have in my life, so I think that's always been a
oh god,
positive.
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, you know me, I like to cook regardless. So eating healthy and cooking healthy is never an issue for me. It's just the discipline of doing it and sticking to it. So,
Yeah, and not only that, it's just keep your body moving, exercising, do what you can, right?
mhm. Yep.
But no, that's awesome, man. Yeah, for me, I was just obviously away for the past 10 days, spending time with my girlfriend,
Yeah.
and now I'm off work for the next 2 weeks, so it's kind of surreal having what is it, like almost 6 weeks of time off with my
Jeez.
work, which is kind of insane. Like this, like my company, like definitely has taken care of me,
Yeah.
um, but it's gonna be kind of tough later on because obviously with the quarantine and with COVID and all that stuff. So we'll see how it works out later on, but it'll definitely be nice to have 2 weeks off to game and catch up on everything and obviously work on our podcast here. For anyone,
Yeah.
again, for anyone watching live and for anyone listening on Anchor or Spotify, please let us know how's the quality, because that's what we want to continue to deliver. Not only like content and entertainment for you guys, but obviously we want to make sure the quality, whether it's the video or our sound quality, is up to par. So please let us know. You can always DM us privately on Twitter, Liger313 underscore, or Spidercides, and that's Spider and then Cides. So be sure to reach out even on Discord as well or on Twitch. We are live on twitch.tv/GuardianPopcorn. So for anyone listening that wants to ever come by to watch it live, we'll be planning to do a podcast with just both of us today, obviously, and next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is where we're going to be speaking to about basically about general things like gaming. Like today we'll be speaking to you guys about Xbox, the PS5, which I know Liger can't wait to talk about Harry Potter, so we got that on the list. I already
Oh,
know
I
it.
can't wait.
he
I'm
messes
so
he messes
excited.
my girlfriend, so I know he's excited.
What
um
the fuck?
I know
What the
he's
fuck?
excited, but but yeah,
Just
we're
allowed to
let's
be my friend too. What the fuck?
no, it's true, guys. Yeah, for anyone listening, he did know my girlfriend before I did, so don't
Yeah,
think any weirds, don't think
put
any
some
weird shit.
respect on it.
And then Friday this week, I do want to start off the podcast by saying that we will be doing a unique. I don't want to say unique, but I want to say I don't know, what would you say, like a professional, like more formal podcast this Friday?
Yeah, probably more formal and more, awareness building around something that is very um, it affects a lot of people, and we have someone that's going to be on the show that has a lot of knowledge in this area, and I think it's going to be just good to be able to bounce some stuff off them and talk about it as a group. And I'm pretty excited about it because I know I've struggled with the topics we're going to be talking with. So
And we
yeah,
got
it's going to be
and we're gonna have none other than Pump Train from math class, right? And he definitely
yeah
has some experiences.
newly famous math class, by the way.
I know it kind
I
of
just found out.
he's working his way up, right? So and then yeah, so that's gonna be this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then next Friday we got a special one for you guys all the way from India. King Alan will be our guest on the 25th.
Does he actually live? Does he live in India? Is he from India?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's been trying to give bring a lot of focus to India, and that's what I like about him. He's
That's dope.
obviously I don't know many Indian streamers,
No.
to be honest, or even players for that matter. So it's kind of cool seeing him in the spotlight. He was the community spotlight for Bungie, which is pretty sweet. So can't wait to see his thoughts on that. And he's an affiliate currently, but working his way up for the past 6 months. So it's gonna be pretty sweet to see how where he's come from and how he's been doing, and to understand the I guess the Indian culture like over there, and see what it's like streaming and all that stuff, right? So
Yeah.
but yeah, can't wait to talk about that. But without further ado, let's get started with what we want to talk about today. So for today,
That's right.
let's start with Xbox. So
Sure.
you watched it last week. So what did you think of it?
I think they did a really good job with not only I mean I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is the whole financing, where you
Oh,
can buy an Xbox and get it for $34 a month, and then you get that, you get your Xbox Live, you get your EA Game Pass, you get I mean the amount of shit you're getting for $35 a month, it's just as much as a phone plan. I had no plans on getting an Xbox, but if I can get one for $35 a month, I'm gonna fucking buy one. Because why not?
And
like
I'll have it on the screen right here for anyone watching live. So this is what the Liger's speaking to us about. It's available on Xbox.com. But yeah, so we have just like he says, the financing options for Xbox Series X is gonna be $35 a month for 24 months. You got the Xbox Series S for $25 a month for 2 years, and then they have like I guess an old bundle for the old Xbox, and it looks like to have an opportunity to upgrade to the new console in 18 months. So that's kind of cool for people that just want to save money. You know what I mean? It's kind of
and I think it's
cool.
I think it's gonna be yeah. I mean, especially coming after we're still in a pandemic and we're not gonna be out it for quite a bit. But like, I think they're gonna sell so many more units in comparison to compared to past consoles, because kid 10, 11, 12, 13, however old the kid is, high school, 9, 10. I want an Xbox for Christmas, Mom, or my birthday, and it's like, oh, it's $500. Like, not all families, not all parents have enough disposable income to be able to.
Hey, not only that, it's $500 for a console, plus you got to spend money on the games,
controllers, games,
Yeah,
Xbox
man.
Live. So like the fact that they have found a way to make this so affordable that you could be like, all right, well, little Timmy, you got to cut the grass every week, you got to clean your bathroom, you got to make your bed, and you got to like do the dishes, like once a week, twice a week. You do your normal chores, and that's where your allowance is going to go to Xbox. I just think it's genius.
Honestly, and I agree with
Absolute
you there,
genius.
because you get the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, so you get access to Gears of War, the old Halo games, FIFA. Oh, no, sorry, I say FIFA because EA is gonna have their basic subscription included in that, which is honestly it's pretty sweet for what you're getting for that price. Like even I used to be an Xbox guy, and looking at this, I got tempted. I'll be honest with you. I got a little tempted. And for anyone from Canada watching this, they will be offering the financing option in Canada. Prices are still being finalized. I would assume it's going to be like $30 to $40 a month, but I think it's pretty sweet for anyone that doesn't want to cough up, $500-600 like right away. It was definitely very tempting, I gotta say.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, I think they really, and I'm surprised Sony didn't do something similar, especially after seeing Xbox is doing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if, coming up soon. Maybe they release that as like a, hey, this is another option. But definitely, I'm gonna definitely be buying an Xbox just because it's $35 a month. Get out of here.
Yeah, and it's no interest. Like there's no gimmicks out of it. Like
Exactly.
if you buy an Xbox, you're going to get the Game Pass Ultimate, obviously. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense not to, right? And by having
Mhm.
the Game Pass Ultimate, it links up with your PC, so you can play those games on your PC as well, which is pretty sweet. I actually had Game Pass Ultimate to play Gears of War 5,
Mhm.
and shit game, but at least it worked. So
Yeah, no,
the
that's
concept is pretty cool. The only sad part is no Halo this year.
that is yeah, that's kind of sad.
Like it's confirmed for next November.
It's
Um,
kind of a bumskis.
yes, and sorry, next as in like 2021, which is kind of like I don't know what games do they really have launching this year. Like I don't, none really stand out to me. Like honestly.
Yeah, like what's coming out at launch? Like what I need to Google. I mean, like I'm Googling this right now because
Because I don't think there's anything that really stands out. Other because their launch title, so to speak, that they wanted to that they publicly broadcast is Destiny 2.
oh shit.
That's what
That's
they basically use that marketing because obviously no Halo, so you get the next thing and you start promoting Beyond Light, which will be on Game Pass Ultimate, which is pretty sweet. Like imagine you're someone that plays on Xbox, you're going to buy Destiny anyways.
exactly.
Well, you get this financing option with the Game Pass Ultimate, which you're going to pay for anyways, and now you get access to the game, like the Beyond Light and the DLCs. That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, I mean, one of the probably the biggest title that I know that's going to be on launch day I'm seeing is the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Which is not going to be
That's
exclusive to Xbox. I think
yeah,
that's
but it's going to be a bit. Oh yeah, oh well, yeah, exclusivity. Yeah, oh no, you're
like
right then.
what
Exclusive wise, I don't think there's a single exclusive that's coming out on day one.
that's what I mean, right? So there's nothing like really
Yeah, that's
stealing the competition. Like I think for them, it's all about revenue at this point. Because you will get a
yeah,
lot more people paying the financing option than the lump sum,
absolutely.
right? So I think at this point they're just trying to make money, which is genius.
Of course, I mean you have to. I mean you're what's happening. I mean you're gonna wanna make money right now. So I don't
100%.
blame them.
One thing I will show up, so I'll go into the theater mode here. So what we have on the screen for anyone watching live is the difference between Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. And based on the specs alone, both systems are very, very similar um, in terms of what they're offering. However, the PS5 is superior. One of the things that is not listed here is that SSD drive. So I don't know if you notice, but that SSD drive can read and write 5 gigabytes per second and uncompressed at 9.8. That's
Wow,
double what Xbox is offering.
that's
Your games are gonna be bro like this, quick time, quick time,
yeah,
quick time.
yeah, that's wild.
Obviously, they have a unique custom 825 gigabit SSD, which obviously I would assume this system is maybe 100 gigs. So we're looking at maybe 720 being free for us to use. But yeah, both systems are very, very similar. The only thing they didn't talk about today that I've been hearing rumors about is that the PS5 will have like, that white piece can actually
Yeah,
be removed. And apparently they're going to be selling custom faceplates,
that's kind of dope.
right? Where you can just like
I didn't know that.
take it off and just change it as. So I thought I'm like because I want a black PS5, but
Of course,
what if they just sold the faceplates? What if they just sold Spider-Man faceplates? It's kind of
they
like
did that.
kind of cool.
They did that in with the 360, if you remember.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They had
yeah.
they
The front plate, yeah, yeah.
the little face plates. I remember I got one that was different than the original one. I looked down to my right. So, oh, the Xbox 360. No, it's not there. I don't own one anymore. But yeah, they had the removable face plates that just snapped on, and it was like no time at all, and they were like 15, $20.
Yeah, man, this is it's pretty sweet. Like to say the least, it's actually pretty sweet. So, both systems obviously are offering one hell of a deal. The Xbox Series X, in my opinion, terrible name and it looks ugly as hell. But,
Yep.
but as long as it performs, then I'm sure it won't matter. I will say I'm normally the person to keep the system across. Like I don't like standing up the system. But I think for the Xbox, I would stand it up. You know what I mean? It kind of looks better, like vertical.
Yeah,
And then the
I agree.
PS5, I would do it horizontal. I would keep it
Yeah,
down.
agreed.
Um,
Because it looks awful standing up.
but honestly, let's face it, man. Both presentations this month killed it.
Absolutely. I mean, I know we're still talking about Xbox, but I mean, a Harry Potter game was teased 2 years ago, and we thought it
Oh,
got canned. We thought it got canned, and it's just been like, when are we gonna see this? And I basically gave up hope. I gave up hope because it's like, well, E3 is not happening this year. We didn't see it during. Well, we had E3, but we didn't see it. It didn't. I thought they would have released it at E3. I'm surprised Sony got the exclusive, preview.
yeah.
That, so
It's it.
fucking
I know you want to just talk about that all day, but we need to respect the listeners, all right, and not bore them to death about Harry Potter, okay?
No, we're gonna go through the whole list
No,
of the
we're gonna
games that were
no
released
no
today, and we can talk about them each.
no no yeah, we'll talk about that list.
Yeah, calm down.
But yeah,
Okay.
let's talk about PlayStation. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
PlayStation killed it today. I do have the list of games here. So they started off with Final Fantasy 16, which is
Oh, kind of cool.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Then they went up to Spider-Man Miles Morales. Then they had the Harry Potter RPG, which again, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I'll be honest with you,
It looked pretty cool though, too, didn't it?
I like RPG elements to it. And let's face it, you need another wizard on your team, and I'm right here, buddy. I got you.
That's right.
And
My boy.
I'm sure my girlfriend will appreciate that too. That I'll play some
Of
Harry
course.
Potter.
Hell yeah. Big points.
Then
You're
they
getting big points.
then they had Call of Duty Cold War. They had Resident Evil 8, which looks sick. Deathloop, Devil May
I didn't see that
Cry,
one.
Oddworld, Soulstorm. They had Five Nights at Freddy's, Demon Souls remastered, Fortnite, which again, honestly did not need to be there, but I can understand why. God of
Not
War,
Fortnite too.
Ragnarok, bro. God of War 2 on PS5, so sick. Coming out next year, which I did not expect. So that's
No, I mean, what didn't God of War just like? Did
Couple,
it just come out?
well, a couple years ago, but
Okay.
it's unbelievable to end it off with God of War,
Yeah.
genius, right?
Absolutely.
In terms of pricing for anyone listening, I don't know if anyone knows, but the PlayStation, the one with the Blu-ray player will be $4.99 at launch, and then the digital one, which is basically the same thing but without that CD player, it'll be $3.99. For all the Canadians, we're looking at $6.29 and $4.99, which is sweet, sweet prices. And the Xbox, for anyone that would pay it lump sum, and in US, it's $4.99 for the big one, the Series X, and then $2.99 for the Series S. And I know there was like that tweet that went around that people are saying the Xbox Series S is faster than the PS5. How dare you? How dare you give false information? It's funny. People think that the processor speed being zero point 0.1 gigahertz, that's automatically that system's faster. And statistically, sure, in terms of processing power, but there's other factors.
Yeah.
So I don't
It's
know.
like what?
Out of everything on the list that got announced today, I'm most excited for obviously Spider-Man. Let's be honest, and
Oh, it looks so good.
I would put number two as Harry Potter. I'm very curious to see what they can do because I don't know of any game that's would be similar, honestly, in terms of the concept.
None. I mean, I can't believe it took them this long for this to come, you know, get through the pipeline.
Yeah,
Like
it's
of our generation, it's one of the most successful books franchise.
Mhm.
It's one of the most successful movie franchises of millennial and millennial forward generations. It's phenomenal. And I'm surprised it took until 2021 for an RPG game to come out.
And you know, speaking of Harry Potter, for anyone watching live, if you haven't seen the trailer, or for anyone listening, you're more than welcome to go on YouTube. I'll play the trailer right now. Put this in full screen, and yeah,
It's only like the 10th time I've seen it.
10th time. This will be my second time, so let's check it out together. We'll talk live about it.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds
The moment I saw
together
this, I'm like, no way.
Right?
I'm like-
I lost it. I was like, what?
is the legacy of Hogwarts.
Like that intro with the music, you're just like, what?
Now it is time to
Well, I literally heard it because I had my phone screen down, and I heard the theme, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Shape the future of the wizarding world.
It just puts a smile on my face.
Every corridor, every
My thing is, so it's gonna be an RPG, but I believe I believe it's gonna be open world, right?
Yes. So I think you're gonna go through the story of your schooling, of getting there, meeting people, making friends, allies, enemies throughout the story. And then as you progress, you're going to be able to go to places like Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley and other open world areas, because they even show it. Like you have Forbidden Forest here. One thing I hope that they don't lack on is exploration in the castle and like finding like Easter eggs and solving puzzles. But like this all right here, this looks all open world.
Mysterious talent you possess may be the key to
I'm gonna literally make my character look like me.
They kind of look like dungeons, actually, like you're unlocking something.
potential
And this is the boss fight here.
is limitless. But what form will it take?
Like, who's that? Is that a Death Eater? Like, is that a bad guy? Yeah.
Journey ahead
Looks like it, yeah.
will
But can you
Dragon
be the bad
fight?
guy? Imagine, right?
stand for.
God, this looks so good. I would literally play nothing but this
Choices you
game.
make now will
It looks
define
amazing, honestly.
The legacy of Hogwarts.
Like I really hope
And it seems like something they could build onto, like most RPGs.
like I really hope it's not too cosmetic based, you know, so hopefully I'm just curious, how are they going to make money? Like what is this game like? Okay, it's open world, it's RPG, awesome. Is it live service? Are they doing updates, or are they launching this game and what you see is what you get, that's it, and then there's DLCs, you know? So what is this game? So that's what I can't wait for them to like dive into.
Yeah, elaborate on and kind of give us a road path, because it's like, as much fun as it looks like, is it going to be enough content? Is it going to be lasting? Is the campaign going to be really long?
Mm-hmm.
How long is it going to take you to get through a year of schooling in Hogwarts, through classes and stuff like that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the overall, they said that you're trying to protect like a greater evil from threatening the magical world. So it's like, is that your end game? Is there going to be a post game playability where, kind of like Assassin's Creed, where you can continue to play and unlock things? Like, I just hope the game lasts a long time, because they're setting it up to be legacy. They're setting it to be like, they're going to build onto it. So it just depends on how much that is. So
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, because I'm intrigued by it, being just a regular fan. So it's going to be interesting long term. What is the game offering? Because it has potential, right? So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Like if I can customize my character, like make it like how I want, like fat, skinny, black, white, like it doesn't matter what it is. I want to be able to customize everything. Like I want to make it look like me, and I don't want to just
kind of like
choose. I
kind
don't
of
want
like how Fable does customization.
exactly. Like I don't want a Destiny customization where it's all fixed. I want like let me adjust my chin, let me adjust my hair, whatever, right? So hopefully they give you freedom for that. But I'm intrigued, man. And if it turns into a live service game, they can make some serious
Oh
bank.
my god, yeah. You're hitting a player base that's just been waiting.
Hmm.
I mean, I was in the disc. I joined the Discord, and it's just like it's just nonstop, just like everyone putting in like like rumors and ideas of like thoughts of what they're gonna do, what's gonna be available, and it's gonna be cool. Like how is the online gonna work? Because
Yeah,
I see it as this is a game I can play with my niece. Like,
is it crossplay? Is
yeah,
it Quidditch? Can you do Quidditch like you said, right?
dude, if they bring in Quidditch and like you can get different brooms and you can have like online Quidditch matches, get the fuck. I'm gonna be a Quidditch pro.
Like
That's
I
it.
would assume they would do it. Like it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense not to. So
yeah.
they do have like you flying like you're on an animal flying. So they seem to have aerial
Are there gonna
capability.
be duels? Are you gonna be able to duel your friends like in a spell battle? Like the
That's what I'm
the
curious too. Like
possibilities they have are insane.
how are the spells gonna work? Are you are you doing a combination of keys? Are you trying to like I don't know how many spells are there, right? So there's so much potential that this game has. So I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what we find. One thing
I
I
have a feeling. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say one thing I do wonder as well is the campaign. Like, are there cutscenes? Like, are there like how are they gonna do things, right? So I'm very curious as well, like the story arc. So like, what's your mission? Like, are you being the wizard, like the best wizard? Like, what's your goal? Like, what's the end game? So can't wait, can't wait. I'm intrigued. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's I was just on to my dad, sorry. Um the possibilities are endless, obviously. And yeah, I mean, as much as you could have different events, Christmas time, you could have the Yule Ball. You could
Yeah.
have a online like Quidditch World Cup thing where if you're on, Gryffindor, or you could even have. I wonder if there's gonna be like a house cup for like online periods of like other people that are in Gryffindor. They can contribute points. Um,
True. Yeah.
I could see the spell casting ability kind of similar to like how Final Fantasy and like WoW is, where you have a list of you have a scroll of available spells at the bottom of your screen, and they have like maybe a refresh that you
Okay.
could use them out in the open world. Um, like Expelliarmus, like any spells that you unlock that you learn during your year of schooling, and maybe you click on it. Like maybe I want to use Expelliarmus, and then I have to like use my mouse to draw something on the screen really quick, like a simple like loop de loop or whatever to make it actually work. That would be really cool.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah,
Or if you could like make a spell like that you can like mix and match like in like a
yeah,
pot or something, and you just like kind of like Menagerie in Destiny 2 where you're grabbing different ingredients and you
yes,
make a spell. So that'd be kind of cool too. So we'll see what happens.
that would be very
Um,
cool.
One thing I'm intrigued by is Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I don't know if you saw my
Oh
tweet,
man,
bro. I don't know if you saw my post.
which one?
Spider-Man
Which one?
Miles Morales, and what did I say to everyone when this game got announced? This game will launch on PS4. And guess what? Everyone, bro, I had so many people replying to my tweet when I was asking Insomniac and was like, hey, is this game coming out? Because, it would make sense. They are using the same engine. And then everyone's just like, no, it's a PS5 only game. No, it's a PS5. PS5. Uh, well, I'm going to unfilter myself right now. Go fuck yourself. Because it's coming out for PS4 at launch in November. And also Horizon Zero Dawn will also be launching on PS4.
Yeah, that's gonna be phenomenal. That's gonna be great. I'm excited about that.
So I will not be buying the PS5 at launch, even though I do love what I saw there. But with Miles Morales coming out, I'm not intrigued yet because I personally I don't like the white console. I'd prefer a black one,
Yeah, of course.
right? Or a Spider-Man theme, whatever. So if that faceplate is a thing, cool. I'm in it. But yeah, Miles Morales, what that gameplay was. Miles Morales looks a little overpowered, man. It has invisibility, electricity.
What was that? Yeah, what was the electricity thing? Like, I don't know much about his character or suit base.
That's one of his powers.
Really?
Yeah. He can literally electrocute you, which is kind of unfair.
How? Like, how, I don't. So was he? Give me a little background. Is he in the other? Was Miles Morales in the other Spider-Man game?
Yeah, yeah. He was he popped in and out a few times. You actually play him at the part where his dad dies.
Oh, well, fucking spoiler, douchebag.
The game came out a long time ago. Get with it.
What the fuck, man?
Have you played it?
No.
Well, you ain't playing now, so you're too late.
Well, I know his dad dies, so what the?
Well, have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I saw the fucking movie.
Yeah, so then there you go. So you know the premise of Miles Morales.
His dad doesn't die in the movie, though.
No, but you understand that in terms of like the premise, like of his
Okay.
that someone does
Is
die.
his uncle? You think his uncle's gonna be in this game? That guy, the bad guy.
I would hope so. Like
That'd be pretty cool.
It would make sense to me. Like personally. One thing I am interested in is okay. So the way Miles Morales is in his universe, Spider-Man is dead. The Spider-Man we know is dead.
Okay. Peter Parker.
So I'm curious: are they gonna follow that avenue, or is our Spider-Man going into the multiverse? Like who? Like my thing is, this game takes 1 year after the Spider-Man game, so I don't know. I'm curious, like what avenue, what story are they taking here, right? So the character is in Harlem. Right, so are we gonna see Spider-Man pop in every once in a while, like to train him? So I don't know. I'm excited, and for anyone that doesn't own Spider-Man on the PS4, this game will have an Ultimate Edition where you get Miles Morales and Spider-Man. So
maybe I'll have to do that.
Yeah, so you get both, and then so you can play it. But the game is incredible, man. Like honestly, easily the best Spider-Man game.
Games. Yeah, I mean, I loved them growing up. I loved playing the Tobey Maguire, those the Peter Parker ones,
Yeah.
On Xbox and whatnot. And yeah, I do need to get around to play it. I just need to find the time.
Yeah, no, I think everyone's gonna love it. And then
especially if this is gonna be available on PS4, then I don't need to rush to get a PS5 yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing. With me, I would have bought a PS5 to be straight up with you if Miles Morales was only on PS5. I'd be like shit.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be like. Yeah. I don't want to wait.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to. Yeah, there's no need to wait. So
now, it coming out on the PS4. I have the PS4 Pro. Remember when I told you I was considering maybe selling my PS4 Pro, the Spider-Man edition, and I'm just like, shit, maybe I'll sell it, But now I'm keeping it. So it'll definitely work out. One thing I do want us to talk about is the PlayStation Plus collection that they announced.
Yes, that was so cool. That was. It's similar to like what Xbox did, and I'm proud that they came out with a comparable option for PlayStation, and just to be able to literally I want to play God of War today. I want to play Uncharted today. I want to play The Last of Us today. Download and play it. Like that is.
You remember? You get it for free. Like that's
exactly fucking phenomenal.
Like that is Dark Knight. You get all like the best games that ever came out for PS4. You get to play.
Yeah, it is truly an amazing idea that they did. So
yeah, I can't wait for that.
I'm excited about it.
100% cannot wait for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
In terms of a console, obviously, if I were to choose, it'd be PS5. How about you?
As of right now, PS5.
Yeah. I will say that the
based on the game specs, the releases, the exclusives,
everything.
Although I mean, none of the exclusives are really exclusive because they're going to be available for PC. So
for some of them, for some, yeah.
But no, I'm excited about it. I think they just have better exclusives than Xbox. Xbox has Halo, and that's it, and that's coming to PC. So I don't really care. And
the price of the digital version, because let's face it, I know there's people out there that like to collect the CDs and the boxes.
Yep.
Get with the times. Digital is
get a hard drive.
Is all the way. Like
get an external hard drive.
Nothing annoys me more than ejecting the disc and then putting another disc. It just makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. For me, it's pointless. Unless you're buying like a collector's edition, cool. but digital all the way to save $100, and in Canadian you're saving $130. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like no brainer.
a no-brainer. And especially with that better SSD you said,
Hmm.
that ability that they have, that's like that's just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer to me.
And
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 to be completely honest.
and not only that, you won't hear the CD player. Like I hear my PS4 working it, bro.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
sounds like a fucking Apache attack helicopter,
right?
probably.
So it's different for sure, but I'm excited. I'm very impressed with both presentations. I've never been this excited for their presentations in a very long time.
Yeah.
So this was pretty cool. So good on them in terms of doing that.
I just read something actually just popped up on someone retweeted this.
Mhm.
Kotaku. Sony says that the previous trailer describing Demon's Souls remake as eventually being available on PC and other consoles was incorrect. The game will be exclusive to PS5 only.
That's crazy.
So that game looked pretty cool. I don't remember the original Demon's Souls. So that game looked really intriguing to me. So if I do
Mhm.
get a PlayStation 5, I'll probably buy that and play it because
It's a good.
it
It's
looked pretty fucking it looked pretty sick.
You know what's funny? I never played that game, but I watched my buddy play the game from big start to end.
Really.
I would just sit back because it's a one player game, right?
Yeah.
And so I just sit back. I sat back on his couch. I used to like chill at his place a lot, and I literally would watch him play that game for hours and hours and hours. It's incredible. I am more
Yeah.
into Bloodborne personally. I think Bloodborne is a superior game because it's more aggressive. You're fighting more. There's no defense.
Hmm.
With Demon Souls, you need defense. You need to block a lot. So I'm more.
Yeah, no, it looks
But it's
got
incredible, man.
block and
Remastered, it looks
parry.
good, man. The monsters look incredible.
Yeah, the world looks good. It just looks phenomenal. So they did a really good job with that. But what other? Let's see. Do you have any other trailers that you wanted to show, or is not until Mando?
No, I think the Disney Plus trailer will show, and we can show the
Yeah,
Mandalorian
yeah.
trailer. We'll do that.
But outside of
Outside the
the games we
games,
spoke about, is there anything else that stands out that you're excited to play or see?
no, that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's I want to see more of the Harry Potter. Everything else is pretty
Yeah.
much what I expected.
Yep.
Um,
What's Five Nights at Freddy's?
I think I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like a remastered or like a game that came out like back in the day. I'm sure my buddy would
Okay.
know what it is. I don't. And they didn't
I'll
show
have to look
much.
it
They
up.
showed like 8 seconds, like 10 seconds, so
Oh
it
wow.
wasn't
Okay.
really much. So, I,
Um,
but other than that, nothing really stands out. Like Call of Duty's, let's face it, I know people are gonna buy that game on PC. However, more people will buy it on PlayStation. It is a
of course.
PlayStation game. If you want to play Call
Of
of
course.
Duty, you're playing it on console.
Yeah.
Like I hate to like at the end of the day, and I know a lot of people are saying, and this is the part that I'm very curious about. So Destiny 2 Beyond Light will be up to 60 frames per second at 4K, which is pretty good at 4K.
Yep.
I would assume because both consoles can achieve up to 120 frames. I would assume that if you play Destiny 2 at 1080p, that you can achieve those results. So um, I'm very curious if that game can somehow surpass, let's say, 100 frames for a console, and they give mouse and keyboard support.
Yeah.
That's a. I'll be honest with you. I would be intrigued to play on PlayStation if they do it properly, because to
Yeah.
avoid the cheaters and all that other stuff. Um,
Absolutely.
I'll be honest. And then next year we already know they already announced crossplay,
Yep.
so that's already done. So that's I would be very intrigued to just I'll have it on PC, but if I want to play whatever, maybe the new Trials or whatever the case may be, I'll play on console. Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, why not?
but other than that, yeah, I think it was again great presentations. But let's head off to Disney Plus. Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Yes.
So I have the trailer for Disney Plus. So they announced, for anyone listening and watching, they basically showed a trailer of all the stuff coming out in the next 4 months. And one obviously Mandalorian season 2, but the one that surprised me was WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
WandaVision's coming out, so I'll play the trailer, and let's see what people think on that, and then we'll play the trailer for the Mandalorian. So everyone, check it out. Here's the trailer for the Disney Plus happening 2020.
What is this? This is a story.
X-Men X-Men 2, which is an awesome movie.
It's an idea. It's about chasing your dreams.
Bended Like Beckham is amazing.
Let's go on and
Is
light
it?
this candle.
Yeah, Bended Like Beckham is coming out. Amazing movie, bro.
I love seeing those X-Wings.
Is this really happening?
Entertain the impossible.
Jack in the Beanstalk.
Astronauts.
Like WandaVision right there, bro. That's amazing.
That looks so good.
We will have many adventures. We will laugh, we will cry, we will dance.
This is the way.
I love it.
Unbelievable. And then we'll play the Mandalorian trailer here.
I'm most excited for this.
Oh yeah.
Show me the one who safely
Love the music.
doomed such destruction.
And it's 8 episodes. I don't know if
You
you know
must
that.
reunite it with its own kind.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How many was the first season?
I think 8.
Yeah.
This you must determine.
But hell, if they're pumping out this
The songs
this
of
show
eons past
spring fall
tell of
fall,
battles between
I don't
Mandalore
care if
the
it's 8.
Great and an order
It's
of
fine.
sorcerers called Jedi.
Bro, they're gonna have Jedis in this fucking show.
And deliver this creature to
A show, well, you can have Ahsoka Tano,
Mm-hmm.
This is the way.
and other Jedi's that we're not sure of. But you got to think that this Mandalorian is based 41 years after Order 66, which was Revenge of the Sith. So it's going to be really interesting to see
So this is
what
in
other
between the
Jedi's
movies
made it
then,
out.
right?
This is in between the movies, yeah. So this is between Revenge of the Sith and,
Which is which
or,
one?
well, actually no, this is between Attack of the Clones
Okay.
and the new ones that just came out, A Force Awakens.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is between Order 66, when all Jedi's were were supposed to die, and this is when the Empire fell and was restructuring to what we now know as the motherfucker. 5 years after Return of the Jedi. No, wait. I don't know why. I'm losing track of my own lore. Listen here, Kino. Why am I the first order or whatever, or the new empire. So regardless, it'll be exciting to see how many other Jedi made it out. How many lived. I'm excited to see Ahsoka as one of the main Jedis in the story that meets the Mando. I want to see how that's going to come together.
I'm curious. I was reading online that everyone is now thinking, based on that trailer, that Yoda is actually baby Yoda.
No, it can't though. He's already dead.
Exactly, but everyone's thinking, based on the trailer, that there's time travel.
No, they're stupid. That there's unless they do a big, unless Jon Favreau does a big brain time travel, which I would think would do him a disservice, because you're really going against everything that Lucas had done, which is the main thing. And I just don't think you can do that.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm curious. I'm intrigued by the trailer.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a lore like Star Wars lore type of thing, but I love Star Wars. I think I've loved all the movies except, I'll be honest with you, 4, 5, and 6. To me, they're boring. I need like some action.
Yeah.
But obviously those movies were like way back in the day, so it hit a different generation. But I'm excited, man. I think it's gonna be sick. We need content, and Disney Plus is delivering. So
Yeah. I mean, but yeah.
apparently,
It-
Kino's saying that there was sort of time travel in Rebels towards the end of the show, but it was never really
Interesting.
explained. So
I mean, Rebels was. I mean, yeah. I mean, Rebels was really good. Clone Wars was really good. If you guys have never watched Clone Wars, it's on Disney Plus. I highly recommend watching it and then watching Rebels. It shows a lot more back end story than the movies do between Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, all these other Jedis. What happened? I haven't finished it, but I know that Order 66 episode is in there, and it's just really good. It gives you a lot of backgrounds. I would recommend you to watch it. I think you would enjoy it. They're all short little 20-30 minute episodes.
Okay.
You can fly through it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Ahsoka comes in, the Mando, and then the bad guy at the end of the season who has the dark saber, basically. Like, and really that belongs to the Mando. Like that's a Mandalorian like artifact. So like, it'll be interesting to see if he gets that back in his hands, dude. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
So-
I'm intrigued by it because it's one thing I like about the show. It's very mysterious. Like you can't really predict what's gonna happen, and I think that's what I like about it the most.
Agreed.
Right? Like I don't know what's gonna happen. No one knows. You can't even guess. Right? No one. The vision behind Baby Yoda, for example, blew everyone's minds.
Oh my god, yeah. No one had any idea. They just thought it was going to be a show about Mandalorian, Boba Fett and stuff. And it's turned out to be something. Jon Favreau, who's done such a phenomenal job, and leave it to him because it's he's created the Marvel universe that we all love and know.
Yep.
And he did such a good job with that. And I think that he's now getting his hands into Star Wars. And it's just a whole other. You have Marvel, you have Star Wars, you have these two different universes that are so loved and that go back so far between generations. My dad's generation when the first one came out, A New Hope. Like, you have such a big fan base, and they're doing such a good job at it. And like you said, watching each episode of The Mandalorian from week to week, it was like, what's going to happen next? Like,
yeah, I watched it with my girlfriend. My girlfriend's not into Star Wars, and she was hesitant, and I'm just like, let's just watch and see what happens. But bro, the first episode hooks you, and then Baby Yoda in the next one, and you're just like, wait, what? So
excuse me? And then yes, the killer droids, like the IG-88 units, like when he was in it, I was like, hold up, IG-88's in this?
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was a different version, but like, it's cool that they're keeping to that canon, and like they're holding to things that people loved back in old video games or the books and the lore. It's Favreau's done just such a good job.
And we're gonna have
handling it,
obviously Obi-Wan's show next year, so that's gonna be pretty good.
So did that actually get greenlit, or
Yes.
I thought it got canceled?
Nope, it's confirmed. Only one season though.
Oh,
I'm sure that could change, right? Remember, we had Ben Affleck, who never wanted to play Batman again, now agreed to do another one, and the Flash movie is going to reset DC, and it's going to have Michael Keaton in there as Batman as well, and apparently,
really?
Yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so it's going to have 2 Batman in that movie, maybe more, who knows? But Ben Affleck apparently might get talked to about. Doing more, but with HBO Max. Apparently they might want to do like a TV series, like a short one.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for Disney Plus. WandaVision is what caught my eye in that trailer, because I thought everything Marvel was going to get delayed. I didn't know they actually finished filming. I think WandaVision's only 6 episodes, so I guess it wasn't too hard for them to do it. But I'm intrigued by WandaVision because WandaVision is gonna be the prologue, basically, of the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, interesting.
Because Wanda
Okay.
is in that one, right? So I'm intrigued, man. I'm excited. I love Marvel, so it's about time.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we're both Marvel nuts, but like that's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for Winter Soldier and
Oh yeah.
that, or well, not Winter Soldier, but Captain, the new Captain America and Falcon show.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I might be just biased because I have a friend who works on the show, so I've got I've heard little tiny tidbits and stuff and some cool things. So I'm excited about that one, and then just be able to see a friend's name in the credits is gonna be pretty cool. So like I know that person.
No,
But-
and it's pretty sweet. It's exciting to say the least.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Between Mandalorian 2, Obi-Wan, WandaVision, The Falcon, all the other Marvel shows that are going to be spin off and they're going to be on Disney Plus at later points. They have a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. It's just going to be phenomenal. 2021 and forward is going to be a great time for Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah,
So,
man. October is gonna be good because also Netflix is bringing out the punches. We got Haunting of Hill House season 2, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm excited for that.
never watched that, so
gonna-
I'm good.
The Boys season 2 has been killing it on Prime, so that's gonna.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I think I gotta watch the next 3 episodes. I think I watched the first 3. So,
I think they're only on episode 4 right now because now it's one a week.
oh, it's 1 week. Okay.
Yeah, so you won't be missing too much. But
Okay.
no, man, it's a time for like streaming media. Apparently, Black Widow got delayed. It's getting delayed until next year.
Oh, of course.
I would have assumed that they would have released it on Disney Plus, but I guess they're not. I guess maybe they just didn't make a lot of money with Mulan,
Yeah,
right? So that's
because that was
again.
kind of a letdown.
I'll be honest with you. I actually like Mulan.
Did you really?
Yeah, man, I liked it a lot. I thought
My problem was, one, there was no Mushu. 2, there
Well, you
was
can't
no
compare-
story.
but you can't
there was
compare
no
it.
story.
You can't compare the Disney one because this one is based on the original, like the actual story, right? So it's
Okay.
It's like all the Disney movies are not based on, like, the person that wrote it got inspired by like other writing, right? So
Yeah.
when it comes to Mulan, the same thing. It's very like the arcs, like girl is treated.
I know
in a-
the arc lines are. Yes.
Yeah, like the premise of it is very similar. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'll be honest with you, I actually like the movie. I know people are saying, "Oh, $30, like it's not worth it," but think about it. If you're going into movies, you're gonna spend what, $15 on a ticket on like the basic one.
$15-$20 on concession
Right,
stuff,
like-
popcorn.
Do you go to the movies by yourself? 90% of people don't. They typically go with at least one more person. So it's
Yeah.
worth it. Like 100% is worth it, and you keep the movie. So
Yep.
it's not a big deal. I think it was them to test it out, see what it's like. Because let's face it, this is the future. The future will be digital. Like, movie theaters are slowly, gonna die down, right? They're not gonna need as many movie theaters anymore, especially with the pandemic. I can only imagine how much money they're losing. I think
Oh, they
AMC
have to
and
be just.
what did AMC? AMC said in the US that they may go
AMC and
bankrupt.
Marcus.
Yeah, AMC
Yeah.
might go bankrupt. I think they apparently they might have to like
wild.
cancel, like close everything down. Imagine a world without movie theaters anymore,
Yeah, no, that would be. I don't know what I would do.
right? Apparently Universal
I-
made a deal where any movie that comes out in theaters, it'll be 3 months until it's available on video on demand.
That's kind of okay. I like that.
So like Fast and the Furious, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but I'm
that's
excited. I'm excited nevertheless for what's to come. But yeah, I liked Mulan. I know a lot of people didn't. It's pretty much like split in the middle, like people liking it and not liking it. So
And then I don't know. I have I have my woes about it, but at the end of the day, I enjoyed it. I watched it with my niece and nephew and brother and stuff. So
yeah,
it was fun to watch with them. But I was just like, no Mushu, like what the fuck?
Yeah, and trust me, I do.
Where's
I
Eddie?
miss
Where's
it.
Eddie
I
Murphy?
miss
Come
the
on.
music too. But I don't know if you noticed, but in the near the end, and this is not a spoiler, like don't worry anyone, but the character that introduces Mulan is the voice of Mulan.
No shit.
There you go, man. Little fun fact for you.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
We got Kino here, saying that he feels like the luxury movie theaters will still be around as opposed to the more normal ones. 100%. Like the VIP, the iPicks, the top tier where you order food to your seat, you can drink alcohol, things like that. Absolutely, will still be around because they don't take as much money to run compared to like like a 10,000 square foot like movie theater, right? So
They have less screens, they have less seats. It's more, it's more of a
experience.
better,
Yeah.
it's a better experience. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can have dinner there. The food is pretty good at iPick
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't know if you guys, if you and your girlfriend ever had food there, but
Yeah, no, we only go there now. Like VIP is, I don't go to the basic theaters anymore. Like I like to go to the iPick or VIP here in Canada because at the end of the day, no kids, and it's you order food and it's you spend more money, but I think it's worth it every dollar.
yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. So, no, times are changing. They've always, their movie theaters kind of were always, on a downwards trend, but now they're even kind of just being plummeting because of the pandemic. And it is what it is. It's, you got to adapt. And I don't mind if, it comes down to the point where, Marvel movies start getting released on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend $30 to watch it.
Oh,
I don't care.
Of course. It's funny. Like I think everyone's just like, oh, Disney Plus probably won't do video on demand for $30 anymore because Mulan didn't do well. I'll tell you right now, you put in like a Spider-Man movie, like you put Spider-Man 3 on Disney Plus for $30. I guarantee you you're making money.
Millions.
Right?
Millions. I mean, I'll miss the experience. I mean, from Iron Man 1 all the way to Avengers Endgame, I saw every Marvel movie with my one friend that lives out here. Every single one. It was our bro date night.
I've seen them all day one, man. Day one.
His wife was allowed to come, but it was like she knew that like I'm all right. This movie's coming out. I'm going to see it with Nathan. And we ping pong. We went back and forth. I went to Orland. He came to Lyle and stuff. Like so, like it was fair. Like we went back and forth to different areas for the movies, but it was we were both in town and we were both available. We saw it on opening night, Thursday night, first showing. So I will miss that, but at the end of the day, we'll just go over to somebody's house now.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
It doesn't really matter.
It's unpredictable what's happening, but I think the one thing we can all agree on is the entertainment value of video games and movies and TV shows is at an all-time high. Like it's
such a great thing for the industry right now.
Kino here is saying that Mulan being $30 wasn't the reason it made so little money. People like to forget that. There was tons of drama. Yeah, so between the US and China. And obviously we won't go into the politics, but I do agree. Like I think it's there's more behind the reasoning. Like I heard about like where Disney was filming that movie and it got a little controversial.
Okay.
So again, let's take the politics out of that and like, did you like the movie? Yes or no? And that's it, right? Like, yes, maybe how they did it wasn't the right way, and definitely not something I would approve of. But I don't want to I can't if I were to watch a movie and review it, I'm not going to judge the movie because let's say one of the actors is a dipshit. You know what I mean? Like, what if the movie's good?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, but I do agree. Like, yeah, Mulan not doing so well probably is factored into the politics behind it, and it's a shame. But
sure,
we'll see how it goes later on. Black Widow, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Black Widow deserves a movie theater. I think it should be online. I think they need to test out a Marvel movie online.
That's a bad one to test it though.
Right? I get it, but
I probably wasn't gonna go even see that movie.
No, I'll watch it because I do like Taskmaster, so I think that's pretty sweet. But I think they should try one more time. Try another video on demand movie, and let's face it, you're not going to put Spider-Man on the video on demand right away. You want to get as much money out of the theaters as possible.
course.
But Black Widow, I don't think it's a movie that's gonna make people drive to the movie theater. So,
No, I
right?
would
So,
probably wait till it came out.
but I could assume that people would spend more money watching it live on Disney Plus than going to the movie theater. Like I think it makes sense. Like if I
I would
had to
agree.
choose, I'd watch it at home. But if you say to me, Spidercides, you want to watch Spider-Man 3 in the movie theater or at home, I'd be like, oh, in the movie theater. I want that experience, right? You want to watch Endgame in the movie theater or online? Well, movie theater. Black Widow, watch it at home.
Yep, exactly.
Um,
I completely agree.
oh, actually, one thing we should touch on before we cut off here.
Yeah.
The Batman. What do you think?
Oh, dude, I was hesitant. I went into that with no expectations, and I've been blown away.
You know what?
Because
it was one word, orgasmic.
oh my god, yes. Oh yeah.
I watched that trailer and I told my girlfriend, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I watched that trailer probably, I want to say 15 times. I'm not even exaggerating. 15 times. And I also watched reaction videos, 20-minute long reaction videos of compilations of everyone's reaction to that one scene where he beats the shit out of one guy.
Oh yeah, that looks so good.
Oh my god! But you know what we got to do? I need to watch it for a 16th time. So
Yes!
let's put it up here.
Do it.
So for anyone listening on Spotify, we're playing the Batman trailer right now with Robert Pattinson. Like that's crazy.
It's just they're going so dark with it, and I just fucking love it.
And it's kind of cool because you get to see the intro to all these characters. The Riddler doesn't have those question marks all over his body, but I'm sure he will become that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and same with Catwoman. Obviously, she's
And the Penguin.
and
Penguin
Penguin
too.
too.
So many villains in this.
Oh,
I
man.
can't wait.
It's the Rogues Gallery, right? So
I also love him as being Commissioner Gordon.
Oh.
I fucking love him.
100%. 100%.
He's one of my favorite actors from Westworld and stuff.
We have obviously the dirty cops there as usual.
You're becoming
Oh, his suit looks so good.
Why is he writing to you?
Perfect cast for all the characters, especially Catwoman.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
I love
How are you
this.
supposed to be?
Oh,
I'm vengeance.
I'm vengeance.
This guy's crazy.
so good.
So good, man.
And the chat Dodge Challenger, type Batmobile. So good.
The one thing I want to pause at is this is Colin Farrell, and that to me is
Wait, who?
it's a Penguin.
Oh yeah. Wait, that's not Colin Farrell.
That it is, bro, with the makeup.
What?
Yeah,
He doesn't look anything like it.
I know, it's crazy.
He looks like 20 years older.
He's the Penguin, and that's
Hold on, go 10 seconds back and let it play because it looks distorted.
okay. 1 second.
Just scroll back 10 seconds.
There you go.
And let me see him.
That's him, bro. Here, let's see if I can.
Wow.
Colin Farrell, Penguin. Let's see if there's an image of them. There we go. Let's open an image in a new tab here for everyone watching. Look at that, bro.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So for anyone listening, we have a picture of Colin Farrell on the left and his character, the Penguin, on the right. Look at
That's
that,
wild.
bro. Look at that makeup.
That's wild. He looks completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited for Batman. That's gonna be That's going to be an opening night
He's
IMAX kind of stitch.
he's getting an award. Like look at that. That's
He has to.
unbelievable.
Yeah, he has to get an award.
Like that penguin looks sick. And the concept of them doing the rogues gallery is very very intriguing. And I hope. Apparently they're not going to do the Joker with the Robert Pattinson, but I really hope that they do. You know, I hope that the last film we find out that the Joker's behind all of it. One thing I will mention, I don't know if this caught you, but on this part right here, where is it? One sec. By the way, that guy's dead, eh? The one he beats up.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's
So
fucking ragdoll.
I don't know if anyone caught this, but see this kid right here with only half his face painted? I think that's an Easter egg for Two-Face, because obviously Harvey Dent will be in the movie.
Oh shit!
So I'm thinking we may see Harvey Dent turn into Two-Face, or maybe is in the hospital.
That would be fucking sick.
Yeah. So because when you see this, you're just like, wait a minute, why did this person paint himself like this? Like, why? Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah, there's no why. Everyone else's faces are fully painted.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good catch, Spider.
Right.
That's a very good catch.
Right. So that's what I caught there. And then in terms of, obviously, the coolest thing about this was this part right here, where you actually finally see the black shadow around his eyes.
Yes.
Right.
The makeup that he uses.
So I don't know if you saw this Batman, Michael Keaton, and Catwoman scene. So this one here, here it is. I was watching it the other day, so I want to see. I'm gonna fast forward it. Okay.
God, this looks so bad.
So look at this, for example. So we have the original Batman movie on the screen. Batman Returns, the second one with Michael Keaton, and you see the shadow around his eyes.
Yeah.
Right? But look at this. When he takes off his mask, I'm going to play it for you.
It's gone.
By the way, I love the Batman suit, and I can't wait for Michael Keaton to come back. But look at this. No shadow.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's...
Right?
I don't like that.
So it's going to be very interesting, and so what they do in terms of that. But
I kind of like what they're doing with the makeup shadowing being there.
yeah, so a lot of great things. Everything about it is exciting, and being I think it has the potential to be like another great film. The Dark Knight is still the best superhero film of all time, and that's coming from a Spider-Man guy. But it's
like SS tier.
You know, it's still it's the Vulture. You know, the Vulture is Batman. I can't wait to see him in the Flash. So it's going to be very very intriguing. But let's head off to our favorite part of the show. So for anyone listening and watching live, we typically do hot takes. So this is episode 7. So we've been doing, this will be the 7th time that we do hot takes. And basically how it works for anyone listening is it's basically a would you rather type of thing. So it's a this or that. So for example, if we were to ask the guest, or in this case it would be Liger, blue or red, he would take about 3 seconds to answer. What would you say?
Blue.
Blue. There you go. So, and then we move on. So we typically do 5 hot takes. They get harder as the questions move on. So for anyone listening, if you want to play along, go ahead. I think it's pretty fun. I think the best part about it is I never have to do it. So
someday.
Maybe we'll do a special one day. All right, Liger. Hot take number 1: PlayStation or Xbox? I know we answered this earlier, but go ahead anyways. PlayStation. Number 2: being burnt alive or drowning?
Drowning.
Okay. Number 3: I don't know about this. I think I know the answer to this one, but it might be a toss-up. Star Wars or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, nice. Number 4: I decided to like dive into like some hard questions because we've done a couple of these with you, so I needed to like step it up to the next level. I know you're like an 80-month sub to like some streamers out there. Preferably, I wanted to choose these two that stood out to me. Would you go with Char or Triple Wreck?
Triple Wreck.
Oh, it clipped out.
I have to.
Clip it and send it to Char.
Unfortunately, I have to. He's one of the first persons I subbed to on Twitch. I've been a part of his community for coming on 7 years now. I'm a 71 month sub.
That's incredible. Holy shit.
I was a top 100 sub of his when he first got partnered. So like, I love Char. Don't get me wrong, but I'm picking Triple.
We should ask Char to be on the show in the future. I think it'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I would like to have him. That's a good one.
And number 5, last but not least, you've brought this up in a couple shows about finding the one. And we know you're single and ready to mingle. So Liger, hot take number 5 is: would you rather go for finding your soulmate, the one, the only, or your dog?
Finding my soulmate.
Oh shit! Clip it.
That is so
clip it. Clip it. Man does not love his dog. Kino, I know you're in the chat right now. Clip this shit right now and tweet it out.
Oh god.
Tag his dog on Instagram and
Tag his dog. That's my Instagram account, you bitch.
That's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Rough.
You gotta make number 5 like a little stabby, so.
Yeah.
But that was a good one. I know Kino loved that one. Hey, Kino, I do appreciate you chatting in the Twitch chat. And for anyone listening, if you're ever wanting to watch us live, you can easily, chat with us, and we typically will call you out if you have interesting things to say, and we want to make sure we include everyone as much as we can, especially this Friday with Pump Train. So again,
absolutely,
this Friday coming up, so only 2 days away, we're gonna have Pump Train from Math Class here with us at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going over mental health. So Liger will be talking about his experiences. I personally don't really have any experiences, but I think I can give some input of like what I do to keep myself sane and like very like relaxed and no stress. So thankfully I'm in my 30s right now and my hair is still looking fine. So I think we're good. But yeah, so we're going to have Pump Train this week at 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And for anyone listening, you're more than welcome to follow us on Twitter. My username is Spidercides. That's SPIDERCIDS. And Liger, where can they find you on Twitter?
Liger313 _ on Twitter.
Awesome.
So that is me.
Be sure to hit us up because we'll tweet most on our Twitter accounts, obviously. But be sure to follow our Guardian Popcorn on Twitter because it all starts there. All of the highlights, all of the clips and postings and advertisements is all going to go there. And if you guys have any tips or things you guys want to see on the show, please let us know. Wednesdays periodically will be just Liger and myself just going over things that happened throughout the week. And then Fridays will typically be our guest show. So we'll try to have a guest every week as much as we can. And next week, obviously, as a heads up for anyone that just are coming in, King Allen from the Destiny community, that was just a community spotlight on Bungie.net, will be our guest on the 25th. So I think that's pretty exciting. So be sure to follow us on Twitter for Guardian Popcorn and on Twitch. And, that way you can stay up to date on all of the latest news and latest podcast shows. And of course,
absolutely,
if you can't see us live, we are on Anchor as well as Spotify and all the other good stuff. So, but yeah.
We appreciate your support, guys. It's been kind of cool to see the amount of support that's come from this, even just on Anchor, and seeing how many people listen from different areas, and we appreciate it. So, like, Spider said, if you want anything from us or suggest anything, just let us know. That's all you gotta do. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, everyone. Have a great day. And I want to say this, my favorite phrase in the world. Just remember, Kino in the chat, everyone else watching, everyone else listening, with great power comes great responsibility. Take care, guys.
It's